Okay, here we are, the video of the Dauntless, the 1946 66-foot commuter yacht, originally designed by Howard Hughes, built by Parks and Stevens in New York, and once owned by Laurence Rockefeller. This is just after we bought it in 2004 of December. This is the front living room. You'll find a little drip pan underneath the windows made of bronze. Just in case those windows ever did leak, it would leak into this drip pan and leak out. We've got 1/4-inch plywood there. We're in the living room. Walkway leading down into the kitchen area, guest bathroom. We're actually standing on top of 1,500 gallons worth of fuel tanks which sit below this floor, stored in 4 different cells. Also a little bit of storage underneath there. Ladder going up into the pilot outside in the pilot area. A little sliding hatch gains you access with a little door. Cherry wood is what it's pretty much framed in. It's pretty much sunk in the front right now. This is just almost the day we bought this, and it's I'm pumping the water out right now. This is my initial video. To the right is the guest bathroom with a sink, a little cabinetry with the window and the bathroom. I'm actually standing in the kitchen here. Cherry wood, little railing. We got a single bowl sink, stove and refrigerator on the left. That's the refrigerator, stove. It's got little cherry wood railing going down. It's been painted white. That's obviously not the original. 2 beds up front for the pilot's captain. There's a beam. There's the bathroom. You can see it's got a pole in the middle with some cabinets up front. You've got a bowl there. Toilet right there with the shower on the right. I'm going pretty fast. I've got the hatch. I'm actually pumping water. There in the middle of the hallway is actually the freezer. I'm standing in the freezer right there, flooded with water. It was a lot higher earlier. I've still got several feet of water to go. It was sitting on the bottom of the bay there. Those stairs leading down actually open up in one piece, giving you access to the fuel cells. Right, going back up, I've got the generator running. We've got some little storage right there with the seats that open up. The flooring right there is actually 2 pieces of plywood that open up, giving you access separately to each motor, hinged on in the middle. There's the original stand, vents, where the dinghy would sit. You can see access doors, the steering wheel's missing. There's a little map table that opens out. Several panels give you access. You know, the chairs all open up there. So the engine compartments, in case you ever needed to repair them, you can lift those hatches, unscrew them, and take them out. You can see the engine room duct, air vent there. We've got access panels in the flooring right here, which leads you into the rudder steering controls right there. A little bit of storage. There's a compartment just to the rear of that. And once you slide open, you can go into the master bedroom, owner's stateroom. Right to the right is the closet. And bedroom there, pretty much a small, sitting in the middle. That's the closets, closet space, 2 separate closets. Maybe a little seat right there. The bed had a few compartments and drawers underneath it, a mirror and a recessed bookcase there into the wall. Bunch of garbage on top of the bed frame. Bunch of garbage in the washroom right there. The first room is the washroom. The second room would be the bathroom. You can see the knob, oval shaped. Here's the master bathroom. The shower curtain on the right. Toilet at the end there. Some cabinetry and a single sink. A mirror up there. And it's a ladder leading up to the top. And to the left is the door. Step down into the engine room. Has 4 671s, supercharged diesels in there. Not original. Originally it was inline Packard, I believe. Those engines were below water and are absolutely completely rusted. Nothing in this engine room will ever work again. You can see it has those little light bulbs to tell you if the power is on and everything. Controls. It has there in the middle walkway. It has 2 motors tied together to one transmission. Gauges. You can see the beams going up to support the floor there. Beams supporting the floor there. There in that corner was the water pump, water tanks. That's the generator up front on the left. And a bunch of stuff on the wall falling off the wall. All that stuff is completely rusted out. That floor was underwater. Batteries were sitting on the right. You can see the exhaust, which actually goes through the sidewall and not the floor there. It goes back and goes to the back from the outside. The dinghy lift. There's a little table right there for the map table. This front end is not original. I believe it had been remodeled a little bit. Got a hatchway. We've got the little seat compartment up front, which is trashed. Rusted chains. This was sitting on the bottom of the bay when I got it. It's floating a little bit, but it's still got full of water. That's really just a 3/4 plywood right there with no insulation leading into the separating that anchor storage there. That's a propane tank and it is probably not original. Propane storage underneath that big container right there. That hatch right up top is not a hatch. That's where the doorway slides into to get down into the living room area. You can see it's connected. It's not a hatch up there. There's a lot of confusion about that. The exhaust. You can see that's the hatches. There's a few little doorways going down. Somebody left that board there for 8 years and termites got aboard and just ate everything. So all that wood is completely rotted on board. But it's actually aluminum superstructure, aircraft aluminum. A lot of damage to the hull. This side isn't so bad. You can see the water line. You can see it's sunk in the front. I've pumped quite a bit out. It's a little bit higher now. This is the good side, what's left of it. There's actually not even enough room for me to stand up there in the cockpit area. It's barely 6 feet, I believe, or maybe 6'2". It's really low. Even all the rooms are really low. They're not even 6 feet. I have to bend over in order to get in. A swim platform was added, most likely. You can see somebody put a board. The previous owner cut that out in order to do some exhaust work and never welded it back in. This side, obviously massive damage on the back 20 feet worth of aluminum there. It's smashed, pretty big, boogered up from I believe there was some boats that ran into. We're in Salt River, St. Croix, in the U.S. Virgin Islands. There's several boats there on the shore that have been there for 8 to 10 years. There's no way to get this boat off. There's no way you can get a tugboat in there. It's too shallow, and no crane operator will help you there because you're too far away from anything for a crane. Several people tried to get this off before, but never